And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Duster Squad podcast. All four of us back again. Benny rocking a sweet toque.
Oh, hell yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Danielle is jealous because they had those at a Stewart's near us, and she was like, maybe I should get one. And then she just never got one, and then they were all gone. So
they still got them up here. I can grab one. They usually have different colors because they got this one, and then I think they have a black with white writing.
Okay, we might be up there anyway next weekend, depending on the snow situation, because we were supposed to go skiing, but now I don't know because apparently it's
well, last night it rained and was 40 for like several hours.
Yeah, that's what it was down here
today it's been like 35, so
not great.
It's not gonna help ski hills.
Okay, well, we have a lot of around the league stuff to talk about, so we're not going to waste any time. We're going to get right into our respective teams. So who would like to go? Ben, you said yours was going to be fast.
I'll go off the rip just because the Habs still haven't played. They play tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
They had their bye week this week. Following
who do they play tomorrow?
They play the New York Islanders tomorrow.
They do.
Dang.
I will not be able to watch it because it'll be on MSG, and I don't have
I hate that, dude. I hate that.
So I hope it's a good game. I won't be seeing it. Probably be grocery shopping around that time, if I'm being honest.
Oh, nice.
There's not really been a whole lot going on in Habs world, other than just everybody hoping that Joel Edmondson and Sean Monahan will get some degree of healthy, like soon.
So they can get traded?
Yeah. But other than that, there really hasn't been a lot going on because there hasn't been any games.
All right.
Might be the shortest Habs segment I've ever done.
I think it definitely is.
I can echo that because the Sens also didn't play at all this week. They play tomorrow against Edmonton.
All right. A couple bye weeks for the Canadian boys.
The only thing that I'm seeing around the Sens world as a potential thing that could happen this year is what are they going to do with DeBrincat? Because he's not playing at the $9 million qualifying level that he qualify at. It's are they gonna?
Is this his last year?
Yeah.
He's a RFA after this.
I believe.
Yeah, I believe so.
Dang!
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So,
I mean, if anything,
trade him.
If you're gonna do anything, if you don't have any idea if you're gonna be able to lock him down for a longer term, then you move on from him and get something in return.
Yeah.
Right.
His qualifying offer is $9 million.
Yeah, I was just looking at it quick. I'm pretty. If I Cliff Notes that article the right way, yeah.
Jeez.
He's playing at an $8 million value, not $9 though. So it's really it's not that much.
What's he got for points?
I think he has enough of a track record though, where
his track record is all with Patrick Kane. All of his good track record is with Patrick Kane. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I mean, sure, but he's the one doing the scoring too. So usually, because Patrick was a setup guy, so it's I guess it helps to have a good setup guy, but he's still a good finisher. I don't know.
You can only anticipate that he'll score more when they actually have a first line center back on that team.
Right. So there's that.
I don't know.
Could be.
It's hard to say. So that's one I'll keep an eye out for.
That's
Other than that, there's really no other moves that they'd be really even needing to make at this point.
I actually have a Sens question, and that is, are the Sens coming off of some wins? Because I remember on one of the episodes recently, they were on kind of a little streak, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It was a 4 or 5 game win streak.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then they had a nice... and they've had a nice week of no playing to lose it all. Lose all that.
You're not special, Nick.
I'll go next. I think I'm going to be quick as well.
I'm going to be a little longer, not too long.
So,
you go next.
So the Lightning came out of the All-Star weekend. They had their bye week before the All-Star game. So last week they didn't play, but they came out and shat the bed against Florida, 7-1.
Saw that.
Didn't watch the highlights. Didn't watch the game. I was like, I watched the first period, and then I was like, I think I'm out. And then they came out against the Sharks and were up 3-1 and then choked that away and then lost in OT, which I also didn't watch and did not watch the highlights. I was like, frig this. That was Monday, Tuesday. And then they played last night a rematch, a Cup Finals rematch, boys, against the Colorado Avalanche at home.
Shut out.
And they shut them out. Big
Dude.
5-0 shutout.
That's a statement win right there.
Yeah, that was Cooper yelled at him after the last couple, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they came out, finally played the way they can. And also I wore a jersey that day. I didn't wear a jersey the other days, so might have been a little voodoo.
What jersey?
Now
there.
you have to wear that jersey every
Superstition.
game
It was
and
the
never wash it.
it was the real retro, not the reverse retro. It was like the black one, like their old classic.
Oh,
black.
yes.
Oh, like the old CCM one.
Love it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's good. It was good to see them. I couldn't watch the game because it was ESPN, and it wasn't on ESPN Plus, so I was unable to watch it. But I watched the highlights, and it looked like they were doing pretty good. And little fantasy look ahead. I gave Brandon Hagel one more night. I was like, you know what? He's been doing nothing, so I'm gonna give him one more night. And he goes out and gets 2 goals and an assist. So
Hey, there you go.
Nice.
So he's staying for a little bit. But
He's bought another couple days, right?
That's all I got. I don't really have I don't know why my camera keeps flickering. We're gonna do this and then do this. Hope it fixes it. I don't know any like targets that they have as far as like trades that they're looking
Right.
for. I've heard like somehow or some way like they're looking at Ryan O'Reilly. I don't know. I don't know how
because-
reputable that is. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, Riley's had so the only way it would work,
he expires.
they'd have
at the
to
end of this
retain a
year.
lot of
Yeah.
Riley.
He also is hurt.
He's also had
Is
a
he?
poor season.
He's not playing right now. He's on the IR.
Oh.
And he's had a poor season.
mean-
So I'm like, why?
Yeah.
But maybe it's fake.
Because name, Mike.
That's not who the Lightning.
Big
The
name.
Lightning go out and get no names and then make them into names so that they make more money
Yeah.
somewhere else.
This is true.
That's what the
This
Lightning
is
do.
true.
Yeah.
Except for Jonathan Drouin.
Except for Drex. No, they gave him away to get
It was the opposite.
Sergachev.
Yeah.
And now Sergachev's
it's
got
great.
his $9 million deal or whatever it is.
And 2 Stanley Cups.
Yep. Okay, that's it. I'm good. On to the Rick.
All right, that's everything with Tampa.
The
To
Rick.
the Isles. So what a week the Isles had. So
Oh,
bless you. Did someone sneeze?
Bless you.
No,
Mike.
I
no,
caught it.
I'm just reacting to the last night. Was it last night's game?
Oh, dude, yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
unfortunate. I saw
I'll
that.
get to it.
I saw
I'll get
that.
to it. I'll get to it. I saw it too live.
Oh,
Live. I was watching it.
that's upsetting.
Yeah, so obviously, I mean, you guys in the last episode talked about Bo Horvat. So this was his first week with the Isles, and he didn't do anything. They had a back-to-back Philly and Seattle at the beginning of the week. They beat Philly 2-1, which, I mean, I would hope you could beat Philly if you're trying to make the last
typical-
wild card spot.
Typical Islander scoring too.
Yeah, 2 goals,
2-1.
baby. No more,
Yep,
no
yep.
less.
But then they played Seattle, who's been on a heater this season, and they beat them 4-0. Sorokin with a shutout, and there were many goals scored for the Islanders standards, I guess, and different goal
he was a
scorers.
brick wall that night.
Yeah, Sorokin. I think the stat is since 2020, he has the most shutouts of all goalies that have entered the league, but he's up to 15 now.
Yeah, I listened to the DiPietro and Rothenberg podcast, and obviously Rick DiPietro sings his praise.
Oh yeah,
because he's good. He's a good player, and he jinxed himself because he said how good Sorokin's been playing and how he's been pretty locked down, and then well, there was last night.
Yeah, no. So going into Vancouver was one of those games. It was Anthony Beauvillier's return to Long Island, not in an Isles jersey, and that was it was like Matt Barzal was getting kind of emotional. It was kind of like funny, just like I guess a little weird to see that because like you don't really see that side. That's more of a behind the scenes thing. But like in the pregame interview and stuff, they were talking to him, and he's just like, man, love that guy. Like, gonna miss him so much. They were like chatting at center ice and stuff, so that was pretty cool to see. But I think that just like goes to show you how tight knit that group was, that playoff group that the Isles had, and obviously Beauvillier was a part of that. So it was kind of weird seeing him in a Vancouver jersey. I was like, oh, this is weird. And then obviously the game was freaking wild. I only saw the last 10 minutes of the third period. The Islanders ended up losing 6-5, but they were up 4-2 at one point.
Hey, that's a lot of goals.
Yes, a lot of goals again, and that's a 2-game goal streak for Bo Horvat. Both goals are Barzell to Horvat, which I think Mike and I were saying Barzell and Horvat should play together. But so this was one of those games though where the Islanders were shooting themselves in the foot because I didn't see this entire game, but at the end of it, it was 5-4 Vancouver, and Adam Pelech takes a cross-checking penalty with 2 minutes left in the game. And it's just the dumbest penalty. Pettersson is like kind of in that slot area, just kind of like skating backwards with his back facing Sorokin. And Pelech just skates up to him, just two-hander, just directly into the back. It's like, what did you... And then like looks at the ref, like, it's like, dude, what did you think was going to happen? You just hit it.
To be fair, they do allow that like 60% of the time.
That's true.
That's too hard.
That's true.
But like, yeah, I guess that's what I should have. If you guys could see this, I mean, he like blatantly like,
like a real wind up.
Yeah, like, dude, really? And so, who else but Anthony Beauvillier scoring on the power play? He's in the slot. I think Quinn. Who shot it? One of the Quinn Hughes, Pettersson, or Miller. One of those big three shot it.
And then he tipped it or got a rebound.
And Beauvillier tipped it just enough, and it like hit off of the top of Sorokin's leg pad and then went in.
Oh wow!
So Anthony Beauvillier, I think that was his first goal with the Canucks, and his first goal
against the Islanders.
Was against the Islanders.
They both scored against their old teams.
They did. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. And no one was talking about Horvat doing it because Beauvillier had the game winner, and that's the best part. So it wasn't the game winner. But then, so Pelech comes out of the box. There's still 1 minute and 30 seconds left. And then Quinn Hughes takes a delay of game penalty. And then the Islanders move the puck on the power play like really well and then end up scoring. And it's like, dude, if Pelech wasn't a freaking idiot and took that penalty, that's a 5-5 game if they just shoot themselves in the foot at the worst times, you know? So I definitely like what I saw, like puck movement wise, especially with, paying attention to Horvat and how he fits into those power play situations. Even when, it was a power play and they pulled Sorokin, obviously. So it was a 6-on-4. But like seeing how he was used in those situations was great because he's a shooting threat and the Islanders really haven't had that, like a one-timer threat. So all in all, exciting week for the Islanders, but
it's also nice that they got him locked down for a few more years too.
Yes,
they extended him.
Yes. 2-year contract.
Big contract.
Oh yeah, that was new.
Would Lou do anything? Would Lou do anything different?
Did he not also say it's too long and too much money?
I think he was in a silly, goofy mood that day.
Yes.
He was being like, I don't know, it's just too long and too much money. That's what I'd tell you, kind of thing. Like,
all right.
Except probably much more serious sounding because it's Lou Lamoriello, but also, the amount of comments I saw being like, my brother in Christ, you made the contract.
Yeah. Also, my brother in Christ, you were the one who did the Ilya Kovalchuk contract, correct?
That too.
Which was
17-year thing.
Yeah, 17 years.
You think that he might have been saying it as a joke, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna see that it probably will work out to be too long and too expensive of a contract.
Because anytime you sign a guy that's already 27,
he's gonna be 34 when it's done, or 35.
35-ish probably. You're doing that for the first 4 years of that contract. You're not doing it for.
So this is your Bo Horvat window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm entirely stealing this bit from Steve Dangle podcast because they went through their cap friendly and read all the ages of their forwards. And it makes sense that you would just quadruple down on the next 4 years because it's about as much as any of them have left.
Yeah, no, literally.
In like an effective sense, like in like a competitive team sense, just because they're all old.
I was telling Mike last week, like, if like I'll give Lou credit for one thing. It's like if you believe in the core and you think, oh, this is the window to win it, like at least you double down on that. Like whether I agree with your thoughts or not, like at least you double down logically on this is what I said I would do and I'm gonna do it. It's like, all right, sure. But that'll be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I have on the Islanders. Yeah.
Well, hey. That's pretty quick. Dang. How long have we been? Well, again, it's been 16 minutes, guys.
Yeah.
God dang. Do you guys want to do you know what? Let's talk about this before we do our little hurdle. We'll do a little live hurdle and then take a second of a break.
Ooh.
Possible outdoor game in Florida that was reported by on the Tweeter books by Kevin Weeks. I sent that to you guys.
I didn't see that.
Because I was like, how?
How, dude? LA and Anaheim.
Yeah, I would say they've done some warm weather games.
I didn't even know that they did that. I thought like Tahoe was the warmest that they've done, and we saw that it didn't go well.
So the main issue, from what I've very briefly read, with those is like, for most cases you'll have to do it at night and just cover the ice during the day, which I think is what they did in LA. They did
one in Dallas 2 years ago.
Yeah, and I looked that up, and they said it was around like 57 degrees that day, so that's a little more manageable. You can make that work with good refrigeration under the ice.
Yeah, but Florida, like it's like 80s. It can get into the 80s,
right?
Even at this
thinking.
Point.
Yeah, I'm not saying it probably won't be easy, but my best guess would be they do it. They just they have it entirely covered during the day, all day, every day, and then just uncover it like right before puck drop, as like late as you can in the dark at night, and then hope for the best. But yeah, it probably wouldn't be very good ice.
No, not great. It's gonna be all soft and
I don't know if you remember this, Ben, but do you remember I think there was a clip. Remember the bugs on the ice too? I think, was it the LA Anaheim one? There was like a bug or something, and someone was like trying to scrape it off the ice with their stick.
It might have been. I don't know if I remember that.
Because
I do think though they I want to say in the like 90s that they did like a promotional or like a preseason game in Vegas.
Yes, they did. Outside.
And it was outside. It was outside in Vegas. And
weren't the Kings playing in it too?
The Kings were in it. I think it was
Gretzky,
Kings Rangers is what I think it was.
Yeah, and Gretzky was on the Kings at that.
Las Vegas.
Or was he on the Rangers?
Or NHL game.
That's a good question. So I was like, wait a minute. He was on both those teams.
Oh yeah, 1991 outdoor NHL game in Las Vegas.
Wow.
Was an exhibition preseason game between the New York Rangers and Los Angeles Kings. An outside rink built over the parking lot of the Caesars Palace Hotel and Casino.
That's incredible.
Nice.
That's wild.
That's the most 90s hockey shit I've ever heard.
That's cool. That is cool.
Air temperature at puck drop was around 85 degrees.
How? How are you not just skating on a puddle?
According to the Wikipedia article I'm reading, which I mean, hey, take that as what it is.
That's wild.
During the course of the game with 28% humidity, although the ice held up well.
No shizzle.
I don't know how you make that work, especially in the 90s. But if they made that work in the 90s, they could probably.
It can be done.
They could probably swing Florida.
That makes me wonder how they had such a hard time at Lake Tahoe.
I think it was the sun, from what I remember. Like the way the sun was shining on it in particular. Like it was just it happened to be just really bad.
Well,
I don't know.
Your engineering could be absolutely incredible,
Was it a
Second
cloudy day in
nature does-
1991?
The second nature does something.
I don't know.
You never win.
That's odd. See that it had to be a cloudy day or something.
I think it was at night. It was
I
probably
think
did
they
it at night?
played the game at night. Yeah. I think
Oh,
that was
okay. Well, that helps.
the idea.
Freaking A, man.
I want to look up some video of that now, though, because
Yeah, really, we gotta do that.
A goddamn time capsule.
So my question for you guys is, what do you think? What do you think about that matchup for an outdoor game?
I mean, it'd be cool.
I think it'd be cool too, but
Are they gonna call it the Winter Classic, or are they calling it a stadium series? I don't know. Like, I always kind of hate that they have all those different dumb names now too. But
because there's the Winter Classic it's the Winter Classic. It's on the first or occasionally the second. I think of January.
I didn't understand why they did that, because then it was on a Monday this year.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think probably football. They probably wanted to avoid
nobody who is gonna watch the winter. There, I feel like that if you're gonna watch it, you're gonna watch it. I don't think anyway. But what was I saying? Yeah, because like if they're a stadium series game, I think that makes a little more sense to me. Because Winter Classic has always felt like this is like the old time hockey, the outdoors snow falling kind of thing. I don't know.
I think they're desperately trying to make the Florida thing a rivalry, and it sort of is, but it's also sort of not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Although they did just get owned 7-1, so maybe I shouldn't be saying anything.
Part of it, I mean, hey, you got Lightning fans going after mascots over here too.
Wait,
Did
what?
you see that clip on Twitter?
No.
They were talking about it on Steve Dangle podcast too, but the initial clip was you just saw this fucking clearly drunk off his ass Lightning fan trying to jersey the Florida Panthers mascot, like trying to take it up and over his head.
Oh, I think I did see that. Yeah.
And then like just kind of hammering on him and then like fighting and grappling or whatever. And then the thing that people were kind of weird about was like, all right, but why does he have what appears to be that Lightning fan's jersey in his hands? The mascot did. Like, did the mascot take the jersey or whatever? But then again, stealing this from Steve Dangle podcast, there was updated footage today was the drunk dude was trying to put that jersey over the mascot. And that's what started the situation.
Yeah, that's funny.
And this was that was that 7-1 game.
At least dang man, that's embarrassing. He probably should have just kept the jersey.
So what you're saying is Gary Bettman saw that footage and was like, all right, time to get this rivalry rolling.
Yeah. Hey, at least it's not as bad.
He's gonna get specifically that fan and the mascot back to have like a mid-game like
brawl in the
fight
on the ice.
Yeah, brawl in the stand.
Listen, at least it wasn't. Did you guys see the Dallas Stars fan with the stupid frickin' hair?
Oh my god!
And he absolutely got fed.
Oh, he got owned. It wasn't even close. He was talking all kinds of crap.
He literally dropped him once and then just held him there.
And then he dragged him over and just held him down. It's like, dude, you didn't even give it a fight, which I probably wouldn't either. But like, maybe don't talk. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
So I will say this outdoor.
And cut your hair.
Yeah, that was pretty gross.
It's disgusting. Eric,
but
go
this
ahead.
outdoor matchup.
I definitely think if the stakes are higher, I feel like the Tampa Florida rivalry, like in the playoffs when we saw it, except for last year, that was a sweep, right? That was
Oh yeah. It was a swift sweep.
They got demolished. I didn't even know what was going on there.
Do you remember the first time they met in the playoffs?
Yeah, first round.
Rough that series was?
It was a good series.
So like I feel like
really
when the
good
stakes
series.
when the stakes are higher, there's more of a like that physicality and more of that like drama, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what happened last year. I really don't.
Yeah, no, but that being said, I also am excited. This is very niche, but I think that's going to be a sweet jersey matchup.
I definitely will be. I mean,
whatever
my
they
hopes are
do,
high.
it'll probably be good. They're they're both teams that are usually pretty good about making
pretty decent.
If you look at the last two reverse retros, you see like both jersey departments are pretty much on point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that
I
definitely could
honestly
be good
kind of
jerseys.
want theirs from this year.
It's nice.
It's really
nice.
nice. It's really nice.
If I was gonna pick one, if I was gonna pick another teams to get, it'd be like Florida, maybe Washington. But
Yeah,
yeah,
Washington.
There's
There's too many of those that I want. But
I want every
in
single
particular, the Florida. I'm gonna be scoping out eBay over the next like couple years and
Yeah.
see what falls through the cracks. Because
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, you guys want to do a bit of live hurdle?
Oh,
hell yeah.
All right. Here we go. Now you get to watch me fumble again.
John Tavares.
I should have gotten it up. Actually, I will get it up over here.
Last week
That's
we
my guess.
started good.
Yeah, we did start well. Hurtle.
We should do that. Everyone should guess a player before you even pull anything up, Mike. And if one of us gets it, it's just incredible.
That would be pretty insane. To be frank.
Heinola. Billy Heinola.
Billy.
I'm going with Malkin.
Is he still with the Jets?
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Heinola. Yeah, I hate Heinola. I don't know.
Aren't
All right.
the Jets
Well,
first
okay,
place in the
so
West?
hold on now. Am I guessing?
good.
Am I guessing something or am I not
You're
guessing
just
something?
throwing it. You're just throwing a name. Just even before we look at anything. Just and then you see.
Wait. So who am I guessing then? Sorry, I'm going live here.
Oh, I gotta watch stream.
No, you just think of a random player.
Oh, I
that
think
it
I
could
already
be.
know who it is.
Really? All right, guess it. Do it.
Oh, do you want me to actually try it or do you want me to do the guess?
Well, I mean, now that you already looked at it, just go for it.
Oh my god! Incredible.
I knew that hair.
How did you recognize that hairline?
I don't
Like,
know, to be
what
honest with
about
you.
that? All right. Well, I mean, we'll go again.
I
Wow.
hope so, because I didn't even fucking see the silhouette this time.
No, you don't get to. You get to see just his face. All right. Well, here we go.
Wow.
Let's go again. Let's go again, gentlemen. Oh boy, look at this guy. I feel like I know this one too.
Why is his hair so pointy?
Is that Pedersen?
That's the name that was in my head, Eric.
Because he had that weird.
No.
In the
He's
Western
younger.
Conference.
Central
Wow.
Division. Central Division.
Not
Swedish.
Not Swedish.
Not Swedish.
young.
Not a center.
Rantanen.
Ranton.
Oh,
I have no
that's a
idea.
good guess, dude. No, that's a good guess.
It'll get. Oh, Colorado. Finish
man.
Colorado.
Oh,
Like, that doesn't look like Lehkonen.
Doesn't look like
Not a
Lehkonen.
right. Could it left winger? Somebody on the left.
What other Finns do they have? I mean, Lehkonen's a Finn.
Oh, how do you spell it?
Leh.
Wow.
that's,
Oh, young, super young Finn, left winger.
Fuck, I don't know. Oh, it's gonna be some fucking guy.
Somebody I don't know. Yeah.
It's gonna be some fucking guy.
I wish there was I wish there was a name on the cup category.
Who the fuck?
It's a
How
left
many
winger.
Finns do they have?
I didn't. Yeah, they got a lot, I guess. The number is between 62 and 96. So do make of that what you will.
Did they just get?
Um,
Did they just get Matt Nieto in a trade? No, he'd be too old. Never mind.
How
too
young?
old. And he's
Less
also
than
not-
See,
20, 23, 22?
The problem with them is they've been injured to holy hell this year, so they probably
Yeah.
had so many guys up and down.
Newhook is Canadian, and he's a
Yeah.
defenseman, is he?
Yeah, what positions do we have? Do we already figure out what
It's left
position it
wing,
was?
yeah. It's
The
a
left
Finnish
wing.
left winger, 22,
Jeez.
23 years old.
I don't fucking know their roster.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get stumped.
I don't either.
I think we're-
Um,
Yeah, this one might be a lost cause. I like when it's a goalie because then there's like a finite amount.
yeah.
But like when it's this left wing, like
they
you're pulling left.
signed this-
How do Finnish names sound? Like what do they start / end with?
Well, you got a lot of
An in?
endings
An in?
at the end. Yeah.
Well, let me try something then. An in. Hey, there we go. Saku Mainalinen.
Why not?
Send it.
Damn it!
Oh, Winnipeg.
Wait, let me try it again.
Try an E. Try
E-N-E-N?
E-N-E-N.
Nothing.
Okay. Try O-N-E-N, like Lekanen.
Jesse Alonen?
That's on the Hab. He's on
Capo
the Habs, so
Kakinen, no. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, no.
No. Shit.
UPL.
Wait, try Utu. U-T-U.
Oh,
Uh,
UTU. No.
Or is it
A-N-E-N. There was nothing for double T. Kapanen?
No, he's on the Penguins. Eli Tolvanen's on the Seattle.
Yeah. Finnish player.
I don't know. Just run out the guesses. 'Cause we're not gonna get this one. Just say guys.
Goo.
Goudreau.
Drew.
Oh my god.
Frost.
There's only
I feel
one
like I'm
other
gonna be.
guy.
I feel like
looking
I'm
at
gonna
the
be
roster
really
table.
mad when I hear this.
It's gonna be
name.
somebody we have no idea who it is. I think that's it.
Sampo Ranta?
Okay, I don't feel.
Right.
I don't feel bad about that. We need to
What?
redeem ourselves,
Yeah,
though.
we gotta
'cause
do
what
one
the
more.
fuck was that?
We gotta do one
I've
more.
never.
Get out of here, Ranta. Oh God, what do we have here?
Shifley?
Is it Mark Shifley? I mean, I'll try it.
No.
I don't
His
think it
hair
is.
is
Holy Jesus,
not
there's a lot of
great.
marks.
It's SCH. I
Frickin'.
think.
Oh my gosh. Okay, here it is.
Sonny Milano.
All right.
All right, Ben, you are not close.
Try Sonny Milano.
That's a good
That's
guess.
not bad. He's what, Caps is he?
Yeah.
Hacha.
Oh.
Okay, also not
Well,
close.
they're in the East.
Atlantic Division. This is like a Habs. Is that Cole? Oh, it's not United. It's not US. It's not US.
It's not Canadian either.
No. So what do we got? Sweden, Finland,
Younger
Check.
than
Yeah,
26.
younger than 26. Not a center, not a left wing. Let's try a right wing on the Pens.
That might be Kasperi Kapanen.
Actually, that's a good guess.
Is he older
That's-
than 26?
He is exactly 26. Not Finnish. And also, why did I say Penguins? I know it's in the Atlantic. That was stupid.
Oh,
that was my
shit.
bad.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
So let's try Sabres. Let's try a Sabres defenseman. Power is is a US. Swedish defenseman. Dahlin.
Yeah, it has to be.
It's not Dahlin, but I'm gonna put him.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, Swedish D in the
Defenseman.
Atlantic. Close to
Defenseman.
22, so 23, 24.
Mm,
Is that
so it
like
can't be
Liljegren or something?
on the Isn't he on the Sabres?
He's
No,
on the
no.
He's on the Leafs.
Liljegren's
Wait,
on the
Give
Leafs.
who's
that
the-
a go.
Who's on the Sabres? Labushkin? Is that the guy?
He's Russian, I think. Liljegren.
yes.
Liljegren.
LIL.
It's Liljegren.
Oh, it's
Hey, there we go.
Nice.
Easy. All right, now we're gonna take a real break, and then we'll be back with some trade talk. I gotta hit my button. All right, we'll be back. And we're back. Why does that cut? Yeah, whatever. Okay. So, first off, the OV corner, the weekly segment, he's still at 8-12. It has not changed. I checked today. I don't know if they played tonight, but at least as far as like this afternoon, he was still at 8-12. But that's after probably like a bye week of some kind. So, all right, on to the biggest news of the week. Tarasenko going to the Rangers. The full deal is what do you get? The Rangers receive Tarasenko 50% retained, which is nice. And defenseman Nico Mikkola. And the Blues get a conditional 2023 first, conditional 2024 fourth, forward Sammy Blaze, and D. Hunter Skinner. So, not a bad haul. But I don't know. I feel like maybe you want more, but considering he wasn't going to stay, I guess there's not much more you can get.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Is like that's a pretty good return considering he's just a rental.
Yeah, just a rental.
I feel like it's a thing that works for both sides. I feel.
Yeah. So clearly, Rangers going for it, which makes sense.
Yeah.
But listen to this. So listen to the conditions. I don't know if you saw the conditions for this first round pick in 2023. The Blues will get whichever pick is later, and it's either a New York first rounder or a Dallas first rounder.
Neither of them are going to be great.
They're both going to be right towards the end.
Yeah.
Most likely, which is really funny to me. It's like you can have the 23rd pick or the 25th pick.
You can have the worst of our scraps.
Yeah. It's funny. And then that fourth in 2024 turns into a third if the Rangers make the playoffs this year. So likely that'll be a third round pick.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Eric? Obviously, this is unfortunate for you as an Islanders fan.
Yes.
The Islanders pick up Bo Horvat, and then 1 week later, the Rangers pick up a scorer as well.
Yes. I mean, I think for me it's disappointing because the Islanders, remember last year, they kind of had their eyes on Tarasenko, or at least it was rumored that was a place.
Yep.
It was rumored. It was
a rumor.
No one knows anything because nothing gets out past Lou. Yay. But yeah, so that was kind of it wasn't the same as Panarin going to the Rangers after being like, we knew the Islanders made him an offer.
Yeah.
But it kind of felt like it was like there's two New York teams close to the city. Buffalo, I still love you.
Yeah.
You're awesome. But like it's like, there's two choices. Which one do you want to go to? And every time the Russian player just chooses the Rangers. But I think so in the way they slotted him in the lineup, because I do follow some Ranger people on Twitter. It was Panarin, Tarasenko, Zibanejad was a line, which is
just a fucking stupid line.
That is wild.
Yeah.
That is freaking wild.
Yeah. So I mean that's really awesome. Like I don't really follow the Rangers too much, but I don't know what if they had an issue or like a weak link. Like has it been their power play? Has it been like goal scoring at 5-on-5? I don't know.
I think the Rangers probably still have the same problems they always do, is scoring even strength goals. I know that was their major thing last year. I haven't really followed them much this year.
And if that's the case, right, Tarasenko, that helps. That helps. It's just one thing.
It definitely stirs up the top six. That's for sure.
Yeah, and if he's healthy too, that's also important. So yeah, that was an Islander fan. That's gonna. I mean, I think the teams that I'm looking out for right now are like Buffalo and Florida, because if you look at the standings, that's like who the Islanders need to get by. But the Rangers right now, like what that means for Carolina, for Boston, like they're gonna have their hands much more full now. Like you said, Nick, but with that top six looking that good.
Yep. And you can split those. That line you just said is pretty nuts. But if you split that up, it gets a lot better.
Oh yeah.
And there's lots of threats.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how far they can get in the playoffs. Do you think this gets them to another conference final?
I mean, it could.
I think it all depends on Shesty. Shesty boy.
If Shesty's on his game, I mean, yeah.
If he's playing like he was last year, then there's sky's the limit, I think.
Yeah. I think they get back to a conference final. Everyone needs to stay healthy. Like everyone needs to stay healthy.
I enjoyed seeing him last year because it was like, oh, I'm experiencing what it would have been like to watch Carey Price with the team in front of him.
Yeah.
But I think they make them intriguing anyway. They'll be a fun team to watch.
Yeah, for
As
sure.
long as they can have Trouba stop fucking.
Some of the hits are like okay, and then some of them
the other night on Kadri was a legal hit.
It
but
just
it's like
looks so bad.
Yeah, because he sets him up, right?
I think
I think he knows
rides a
what
line.
to do, and he knows how to lay big hits. That's a major part of his game. So it's like
it's all he can fucking
he's
do.
just gonna, let him go by here, and now I'm gonna nail you.
Yeah,
and
I think
they gotta keep him out of the box because he's throwing hands every time he does those types of hits.
Yeah, there always somebody fights.
All right,
and the reason for that is because it's been so drummed out of the game at this point. Like you don't see big hits ever. Like you got like Radko Gudas will lay big hits if he can. Jacob Trouba, obviously. So the players have kind of gotten into like, not that they're not being careful, but like you're not looking up and around. You're not expecting your head to get taken off entering the zone. You're like because the game's just so much faster. If you miss a hit, you're giving up like a 2-on-1 or 2-on-0. So I think that players just like offensive players coming in aren't looking for it and they're not ready. So when he steps into them like that, even though it's totally legal and it's fine, it just looks worse because the other players aren't ready for it.
Right.
So, but we'll see.
Trouba.
But some of them, I'm telling you, some of them I see he's I don't know if it's just the collision is making his him leave his feet or if he's leaving his feet before. Because I watch a hit and you can see he's off of his skates as the hit happens. And I'm like, is he leaving his feet? Because that's illegal and it's dangerous.
Yeah,
So
the other part with him too is he's big. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
So it's like, even if he's hitting a smaller guy, like it's gonna look big regardless.
Yeah, and it could be up high too.
Yeah.
Like if he hit like Cole Caulfield, that could be bad.
Yeah.
Straight up to the head.
Or I think the Rangers, they have that toughness for sure. Like think about it, in the playoffs, right? We all know like different set of rules, right? So Trouba can go nuts in the playoffs. But I think for me, like the Rangers making the conference finals, I could totally see it happening. I can. If everyone stays healthy, but it also depends on what teams like Carolina, Toronto, and Boston do before the trade deadline. That will change something, but we'll see. I mean, the Rangers, they played their cards really friggin' well so far. So,
yep,
we shall see. Timo Meier's the big guy. I don't know what team he's going to end up going to, but he's
the big guy.
Boston. That's the thing, right? If he goes to Boston,
well, let's talk about it. About it. Timo Meier.
Oh, segment. All right, cool. Segue, not segment.
Segue to this segment.
There it is.
I know that's what you meant.
Yeah.
Ben, you think Boston? You think Boston?
I have no good reasoning other than they're a team that comes to play every trade deadline. Like they will whip out their dick and put it right on the table. They're getting whatever the fuck they want. Like it's every year. So like I don't know. It just wouldn't surprise me.
I mean certainly this year they're gonna do whatever they can. Yeah. All right, Boston. I don't hate that.
I'm gonna say Boston too because I thought Horvat would go there and then he went to the Islanders. So I'm gonna say Boston in hopes that he goes to the Islanders. Yeah.
I think. Man, I don't know. Nick, what do you think?
A hell of a trade deadline.
I don't know either. Yeah.
Eric's trying to game the system with like jinxes.
Oh yeah.
Best I can give you is Josh Anderson. Okay.
You need yourself a $5.5 million Josh Anderson.
Yeah.
Who you-
Mike gets it.
who you tell he's there about once every 5 games.
Hey, he's been better. It's like 2 every 5 now.
Oh, hey, there you go.
He's been good this year.
There you go. It's 20%. 20% of the time.
And look at his big frame. He's so fast.
He is fast for as big as he is, but all right.
He
Timo
uses
Meyer.
it to great effect to go
What is
in
he-
on a rush and
what is he,
then
a right
shoot it
wing?
into the goalie's pads.
I have
think
a
he's
question.
center.
Right, Timo Meyer, right winger.
He's a right
Nick,
winger. Okay, cool.
Do you think Boston as well? Do you think he's going to Boston?
I
30
honestly
goals,
didn't
damn.
know he was going to get moved. So
Yeah, he's got this is his final year on his deal.
So, here's my question for you, Nick. One of the teams that's interested in him is the Dallas Stars. How do you think he fits in?
Oh.
Dallas can always use more
Or
scoring.
goal scoring. Yeah.
They've got their really good top line, right? And then you've got the older line that has been, at least Ben's been good on it this year.
Mhm.
So, I mean,
I mean,
Can only
it
help.
wouldn't hurt him. I think he's going to the Bolts.
They're-
No, I'm just
it could
kidding.
be, honestly, I bet you it
Golden
could be
Knights.
any of these 3: Boston, Dallas, or
Golden
Vegas.
Knights. Yep.
The Golden Knights. So the Golden Knights
gotta throw
are
him in
in
there.
on him.
You gotta throw him in
The
there.
Golden Knights are in on him. But another
course
team,
they are.
guys, the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes
That's who
are
I
also-
had in my head. So
Yeah.
I feel like he's going east. I feel like he's come to the east for
Hmm.
sure. I don't think he's gonna stay in the west, but who knows? I don't hate Carolina.
I
I
could
think-
see it, especially because their whole thing was gonna be patch,
Mhm.
and then
And then he came back and played 5 games, 3 games, and then he got
poor
hurt
his
again.
Achilles shattered.
That was
The
so
poor
bad.
friggin'
That,
guy.
that video, man.
Yeah,
I know. That's
It looked.
I didn't watch it, and I'm not going to because I hate injuries.
yeah.
I
I mean, you
do
can't
not.
like.
you can't. It's just like because
He just falls
it's,
down,
It's
but,
more so
like-
of the because you know what's happening because like nothing bad happens because he's literally just skating
And
and
he
then
just
just
fall.
out of nowhere you just see him go like "Fuah," and then like yeah
Yeah.
yeah.
Um.
it's not good.
Plus, wasn't that Brindamore? Wasn't he saying something about like elite scoring? Like we don't have any elite scoring.
Mhm.
He said that before the
It was last year, wasn't it?
season. It was before. Oh yeah, I think
It
he
was
said that
last
during-
year post
last year.
playoffs, I believe.
because they were like, oh, we're playing pretty consistently well. We just aren't finishing, kind of thing. Like,
Well, there's your
So-
elite. There's your elite scorer.
Mhm.
30 goals in
That would
53
be-
games
you know, on the Sharks too.
on the Sharks.
So like, I could see that working. Yeah, I could see that working.
All depends on if they have the best offer.
It does indeed.
Vegas, it can't be Vegas. They don't have anything to offer back.
At some point, they gotta.
Yes, they do.
stop. At
Jack
some point,
Eichel.
they gotta.
Oh my God, imagine it. Imagine it, man.
At some point, they gotta take a second and just be like,
I
"All right,
agree, Benny.
What the
I
fuck
agree.
are we doing here?"
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because
definitely.
like,
That's
it's
so
just
funny.
been wheeling and dealing for like
Their entire
4
life.
their entire existence, and just saying, "Damn the consequences. We'll
Yeah.
figure it out later."
I
And then-
To the
think
point
they
where
should.
their prospect system is just
that-
Decimated.
So that's what I mean. I think 1 year they should just reset and do the opposite and trade every star away and just accumulate so many draft picks that
Prospects
their
and picks.
entire team that they ice just draft picks. That'd be amazing.
I mean, then what are you doing with? Then you do trade Jack.
You do trade Jack Eichel and Mark Stone.
You got to keep Logan
and
Thompson. though.
Pietrangelo.
Sorry, Logan.
Get him out.
Yeah.
We don't need him.
Marcia, so imagine all the picks you can get for that from NHL GMs.
Well, I'm thinking you could get like some top prospects for like a Jack Eichel if he starts playing
For
the way he
that.
can. Or a Pietrangelo. He was their
We
only
may
good
be,
player in the playoffs that 1 year.
We may be speeding along the Vegas's downfall a little bit here, but
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah, we're like,
Sorry,
trade
we-
away all your stars. Get rid of them.
Listen, it's because they had to insert themselves into this Timo Meyer discussion. All right, this is for Dallas, Boston, and Carolina.
Yeah. Yeah, you stay away.
you've had enough trade deadlines, all right?
All right. Here we go. This is the one. These are the two I'm excited for. Even though I probably shouldn't be because they kind of are sucking balls. But I think it's mostly the team. Taze and Kane. Final year of their deal. UFAs. Clearly, they're going into rebuild. I don't think these two guys are they're well over 30, right? 33 and like 32 or something like that.
It's got to be somewhere around there. Yeah.
So they're too late in their careers to be going through a rebuild unless they really,
Right.
unless they really want to stay Blackhawks. So you got to think they're heading somewhere for another shot, and then maybe they'll sign somewhere for another couple kicks at the can. But let's start with Tays. He's a center, two-way center, one of the better two-way centers throughout his career. I don't know how his two-way game's been this year. But I will say he's got 14 goals, 14 assists in 46 games played. So not great. But again, that is on just a ridiculously bad Blackhawks team.
I mean, he's gonna probably end up on some contender and be a third line.
But where?
Third line. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
That's a good question.
Grab a dart and throw it at a map.
Because they love old players, the Penguins.
Oh my God! Imagine.
I don't freaking know.
Imagine that though. Imagine you've got Crosby, Malkin, Letang, and then you add Tays to that. How many Stanley Cups in the 2010 era is that?
I was gonna say
that's a majority of the years.
Yeah,
all 2010s squad right
seriously. Then you get Kopitar as well.
Yeah, no,
Jonathan Quick.
I don't want to see him on the Penguins. Oh, that'd be interesting. Actually, I'd be sad.
That'd
you guys
be
think
wild.
that Seattle's in the mix for either of these two guys?
I think they could be. Yeah,
it's interesting.
Okay,
because
that's
second year in the league, looking like they're gonna make the playoffs.
Maybe
is this when they make a big splash? Or do they go for Timo Meier?
That's what I'm thinking, right? They might go after him more than they're going to go after one of those older guys.
Yeah, because that'd be a lot more forward thinking.
Honestly, I could see like Kane going to Boston. Maybe.
That'd be
where I want Kane to go badly?
Buffalo.
Oh yeah.
That'd be
bring him home.
Put
all taxi cab drivers on alert.
Did you guys see? Did you guys see the quote? That's a great joke. That took me a second. Did you guys see the quote apparently from Kane when he heard about the Tarasenko trade?
Yeah, I saw he was upset because he was going to go there, right?
He said, I wasn't the happiest when I heard about that because they were one of the teams, and obviously we've gotten no insight into what those teams are that he
tried to be vague for no reason.
Yeah,
he was and obviously they're one of those interesting teams in the league that you think about a lot. And I'm like dude, we know you're probably going to get traded. You don't need to do code. And not very good code at that. He was like, oh, geez, man. I guess I really liked New York. I don't know.
I wanted to go to the concrete jungle
where dreams are made of.
But I can understand why
I gotta
the
look
Rangers
at.
are gonna do something like that though.
I gotta
because
look something up here.
He's been wishy-washy and he's been in and out of the lineup this year too. So it's if you can go get Tarasenko for not a bad return, then I mean, I would put my eggs in the Tarasenko basket right now over Kane.
I think you might be wrong.
That's interesting.
Tarasenko has 10 goals and 19 assists. Kane only has 9,
but 26.
But 26 assists. So I mean, I guess it depends on what you're looking for. They're both kind of having identically shite seasons for them, at least.
There's apparently the little side twist where it's been reported all day today is that Panarin and Tarasenko are friends, I guess.
Yes.
And now they're both Russian.
Together. They've played together on teams before, I'm presuming back in Russia.
Yeah.
So or even internationally, maybe World Cup.
Well, you know who's friends? Kane and Tage Thompson. I don't know.
And no,
they're both
American. Actually, Kane and Matthews, I believe, have some kind of
they want to play together. No chance he goes to Toronto. Yeah. You don't go to.
Is this where Dubas decides to say "fuck it"?
I feel you don't go to Toronto to win a cup, guys.
What's who's to say it's
I
buckets, though?
know that
Because he's
but-
trading one of those top 4 guys out
What?
to get him.
No.
He's not.
What do you think they're getting what do you think Chicago's getting in return for the last 2 months of Patrick Kane, Nick?
Not that.
But they're gonna get something out of it. And plus, how the hell would Toronto be able to handle that contract?
Cap shenanigans, baby.
Injured reserve shenanigans. I don't know.
So you're with Patrick Kane. It's like Ben said, it's 2 months, and like I just said, he's done fuck all this season.
Yeah.
He's been, and I know Chicago sucks, but they're gonna like if any GM is like if like who's the GM? Who's GM for Chicago?
Kyle Davidson.
So if he goes to Sheldon Keefe and is like, I need, what is he like 35 goal Willie Nylander, and you're gonna be
Say
like,
fuck off.
yeah, sure, man. Like it's just
Yeah.
not. They're not gonna trade any player of consequence. The most they'll get is like, I don't know, a B level prospect, maybe a couple picks. He's just not worth that much right now.
Chicago takes like some random prospect and a first rounder and says, "Thank you very much. That's more than enough." Like,
And also I'll
yeah.
retain half.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting though, Nick, that you made me think of? I forgot, like, there is a history of friendship between Kane and Panarin, so that would have been interesting to see. As silly as it sounds, if Panarin went to the Rangers, it would be like the old incredible duo on the Blackhawks reunited, and that duo only lasted for not that long with Chicago. Because then Chicago traded Panarin for whatever reason, or
Yeah,
he walked. He walked.
No. They traded him because they just had to get Brandon Saad back.
Yes, that was
Yeah, I remember that.
Jesus.
Excellent trade.
Very dumb.
Excellent trade.
But yeah, no, that's interesting. The Rangers still went with Tarasenko. That's kind of interesting. I didn't consider that.
I guess they wanted more snipe power than passing power. I don't know. All I know is
I think Kane to Buffalo.
I really want that. I really want Buffalo to do well in the next like month, so that they're in a really good spot to make the playoffs, and then they grab him.
That'd be cool.
I don't think they will, because I feel like Buffalo's in a really good spot, and why would you throw away some of your future?
Yeah.
To get 2 months, like said, 2 months of Patrick Kane.
When they're just starting to get on like
just
solid ground.
Hold
That's
back. If
fair.
you make it, cool. If you don't make it, also cool. You're gonna be.
I think they're a team that, like, if they're close to that spot, they should probably do like a little bit of adding. Like, if you reward your 2 guys with like some like depth additions,
Yeah, but
like find like a third pairing defenseman and like a second line guy, maybe. Or
as
something. Maybe not second line,
is
like a third line guy.
Yeah, as fun as Patrick Kane going there would be, it's not really what they need. They're good on the front end. What they really need is probably a goaltender. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen's been very good, and he's young. He's their like future. And I want to say they've got Devin Levi as well.
They do.
So they need like a bridge. They need like a gap bridge goalie, I think, until Luukkonen's ready.
I don't think that can be Craig Anderson forever.
Yeah, they're really squeezing the life out of Craig Anderson.
They're testing the limits of the man that is Craig Anderson.
Hey, you know what? He's been holding up to it, I will say.
I mean, hey, good for him.
You know, all right, guys, we need to talk about this team because I don't think we mentioned them. With all these people we've been talking about at the trade deadline, the New Jersey Devils, guys.
Oh yeah, are they first or are they second? Second in Metro?
Patrick Kane or Jonathan Toews, do they fit into the Devils mix? I don't know anything about the Devil, or I know.
I mean, maybe Toews. I don't know how deep their middle is.
They're an interesting
thought
team.
about the New Jersey Devils in a very long time.
They're sneaky because they're well. I mean, Jack Hughes is having the season of his life and is now injured.
Let me look something up here.
I'm curious because Timo Meier would be a very good addition to the Devils as well.
Daily face-off.
Makes sense there.
But all the assist guys and stuff are playmakers.
Is Hughes
I don't know.
hurt?
Yeah, right now.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was on the daily face off and Hughes is nowhere to be found, and I'm like,
Yeah.
hold on.
That can't be right.
Hold on here.
Healthy scratch. Jack
Um,
Hughes.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this. I think they could. Is he a center?
Jack Hughes.
Okay.
No, wait.
Yeah.
No.
I think.
Yes, no, he is. He is a center. He's a center left wing, I think.
Oh boy. Wow, dude. They're okay. So here are their wings. Jesper Bratt and Palat
Good.
are the
Also
one.
good.
Good
Yeah,
playoff performer.
yeah. Palat is a playoff guy. But then second line is Sharangovich and Fabian Zetterlund.
So Sharangovich,
Darren
good
Govich
young
has been
potential.
something, lately, but
Zetterlund,
that other guy.
And then third,
All right.
do they have a bunch of injuries? Because then third line is Tatar and Alex Holtz.
That's just a rookie. Yeah, the Devils have a lot of
That's the
rookies.
third line. Why?
Yeah.
And then their fourth line is Miles Wood and Nathan Bastian, which I really like that name.
I would make a comment, but I know fuck all about New Jersey's young guys. So
So
like,
those- A lot of those young guys have been playing all season,
right.
Yeah.
So
but
I guess
also
they're good because
they're good enough. But yeah, when you read that lineup, it's like, Timo Meyer as one of those wings would be real nice.
Oh yeah.
it would bolster things. That's
Oh
for sure.
dear.
And defensively, the Devils have had pretty good luck with it. Like Ryan Graves has been pretty solid. You have Dougie Hamilton. Who's the other guy?
Siegenthaler,
Damon-
Severson,
and
Damon Severson.
Siegenthaler, like good defensive defensemen. So I feel like they'd be okay enough in the playoffs there.
I would not be shocked to see them add, for sure, if they can afford whatever price
they
the other team
can.
wants.
Well, it's the first time in forever that team's actually looking like they are in the position. Well, they're in a playoff spot
Yeah.
right now. Right?
They're in a
Everyone's
playoff.
Yeah.
They're second in the Metro. I
Second
believe.
in the Metro.
Oh,
yeah,
they're
that's real
fucking
good.
crushing. I was like, there's no way they've fallen out of it with how hot they started, no matter what they
Yeah, right.
they do.
Actually, they started like crap,
Well,
and then they
hit for like 5 games, and then just were shit hot for. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I am intrigued to see what they do. They're gonna be one to watch for sure.
Yeah, that was good thinking, Eric. They had not even
Yeah.
crossed my mind for somebody like adding.
Yeah, they're one of those. They're one of those sneaky teams like that. Like
Anywhere, Timo Meyer, just anywhere is gonna be.
that's true.
He-
Yeah, I was
he's,
gonna say it's
he's a
benefit
good
there.
fucking player.
He's just a good,
he
he's
is.
just a good player. So wherever he goes, it's gonna be good.
But New Jersey though, it's making more sense for me because that's a team that I could see wanting to like work out like a longer deal, keep them around kind of situation because
Mhm.
they want to be building.
Yeah,
New Jersey.
I
I
like
could
it.
see. Yeah,
I
I
like
like
it.
that. Good call, Eric.
Timo Meyer. Oh, he's only 26.
Yeah, he's not old. He's not old.
Oh, I like that, Eric. I like that. Him to New Jersey,
Yeah.
and then they keep that. They lock him up, and they have a nice core going for a couple
Yeah.
I'm
years.
fairly certain this is set to be like his final RFA contract,
Mhm.
if I'm correct.
That
I
makes
think-
sense with how old he is. Yeah.
So.
Oh, he's Swiss.
Huh.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose that makes sense. I just never really thought where he'd be from.
Oh, so him and Roman Yossi are like the Swiss stars of the NHL.
They are the Swiss national team.
Yep.
Uh,
And they both can put up massive points too.
that'll
Well,
be intriguing.
Intriguing.
We are what? Where are we now?
It's
How many weeks
the
now?
4th, is it? I think it's the March 4th. So we are
March 3rd. It was because it was
Oh,
the
okay.
Friday. We are
like
3
just
weeks
under-
out.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
3 weeks out.
Well, we got a few more check-ins before.
Well, that's
before.
because if we do it on that, it's on a Friday. So if we do it we can
We
do
do
a
it
live stream Friday night
post.
post deadline
I'm down.
recap.
I'm
We-
down.
Oh
we-
yeah.
We'll literally just run through all of the moves.
Oh yeah.
We can go through lineups and stuff. Yeah, that'll be fun. All right, you guys want to talk about fantasy real quick? Ben, you want to talk about some fantasy?
Sure. Because I think you're going to be like, we're coming close to you.
We're
I'm going
coming.
to have a response to that.
We're coming, mother liquor.
But what about fantasy?
Well, there's 2 of us are now within 100 points of you, and 3 of us within 150.
Yes.
So we're closing the gap. That's all.
I also, for like the first 3 or 4 days of this week, didn't have like any players playing. I had bye weeks.
Oh yeah, similar to us last week.
Yeah.
So it's evened out. Is what you're saying.
But I looked at your dad's schedule for next week, and like he has a bunch of guys off next week on days.
Is there another bye week?
It's not like lined up, like they do sections of it. I don't know if it is for them, but like I just looked, and a lot of his days he didn't seem to have many guys going, and I did. So I was like, this is probably going to balance out.
Well, don't
'Cause
forget that
tonight-
I'm there as well, Motherlicka. I'm only
I know.
80 points back.
I know you're getting there. I'm feeling fine still.
I'm gonna make
feeling
some
fine.
trades, right, Eric?
I do. I do need to figure out some injury situations right now, though, because Cale Makar is out, and it's looking like it might be for some amount of time.
Might be a bit longer.
Logan Thompson is out, but looking like it might be a shorter amount of time. And I currently have Matthews stashed in my IR, and I'm not about to drop him.
Ooh, could drop him.
So, but I also don't really want to drop Makar.
There's a lot of people there you don't really want to drop. Yeah.
Yeah, and Logan Thompson's been awesome, so I gotta do some finagling tomorrow. And
Well, whoever
see
you end
what's
up
up.
dropping is gonna go right onto my empty IR slot. So if they get put on the IR.
Cool.
So yeah, look forward to that. Anybody else got anything on fantasy? That
Or
was
mine.
it. That was literally it. Or Nick's if he's watching it.
I have something to say about fantasy.
Yes.
Me and my team are going on vacation. No trades, no nothing. This is just a long end of season team. No,
Team retreat.
yes, exactly.
Team retreat, yeah.
Jack Hughes is gonna teach me how to golf properly because
Oh, nice.
I'm absolutely trash. Actually, I'd rather have you guys just teach me.
Did
how
I
to
ever?
golf properly.
What do you mean? We tried to teach you. Remember that?
I know. I'm not good. No, I ain't
No,
good.
you weren't that bad. You did. I don't know if we ever told this story, but we did play once in Plattsburgh, and Eric nearly hit me with the ball.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Whoopsies.
And also at the same time we messed
Oh,
with
yeah.
him and gave him the
Gave
exploding
him
ball.
the I was like,
Oh
We-
yeah. I
we
forgot about
we
that.
go up to I think it was like the 5th hole on. We got to go
Yeah,
back and
it
play
was
this
early.
summer. This summer we got to
It was
go
early.
play that course.
I didn't
Um,
play golf at all last calendar year.
I played like 3 rounds.
play
I
it
think.
all in 2022.
Oh dang. So we go up to the hole, and I think we had Eric go first or second or something.
And we tried to distract him. I don't remember how.
Now we didn't distract him. He hit one, and he hit it wayward. We were like, Eric, give it another shot. Here's a ball. We put that ball on the tee. He just gives
And
it
I
a
was-
smack. Poof. All
what I
done.
remember is I was so focused because, like, think about my swing and everything. Like, when it happened, I was just like, my brain just wasn't processing what was going on, and all you guys were laughing, and I'm like,
you
oh,
really
my
got a hold of that one, eh? There, but
God. Yeah, it's like,
Jesus,
wow.
man, don't hit it that
Loved
hard.
I bought that like, God, I was probably like 13, 14 in Florida when I bought that.
Oh wow.
And
Dang,
had
man.
it kicking around. I'd had it kicking around for forever, and then I was like,
Dude.
this is a good moment for this.
I'm surprised you didn't use that on me.
I destroyed something from your childhood. Dang,
Yeah.
that's intense.
I mean, for it was
Yeah.
the intended purpose.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
That's true.
I also have one kicking around somewhere where it's
Oh god, the putting one.
yes,
It's got like
where
a
it's
weight
got
in
like
it.
a ball bearing weight inside like
So
a
like,
sort of hollow ball. So like you'll hit it, but then it'll like take curves and like
That's
it's a fun
funny.
time.
That's fun, yeah. That's fun. We'll have to get somebody with that. That'll be
Indeed.
fun. It won't be me. Couldn't be me. All right, you guys got anything else?
That is all.
All right. Well, next week, I will be at a different location. with a different
Yeah.
background. So that'll be
Yeah.
fun. It'll be exciting. It's gonna
Congrats,
be
dude.
it's gonna be tight.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of excited because so this is where I'm gonna be sitting. So you're seeing like where I'm this is like simulated my new place. Right
Yeah.
here to my left is the kitchen.
Oh,
So
Right
I'm gonna
there.
so I'm gonna be able to like do this and turn like this and just right back to the fridge. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. All right. Well, that's gonna end off this show. Let us know down below, where's Timo Meyer going? Where do you think Patrick Kane and Jonathan Tays go?
Huh.
And will Buffalo make the playoffs? There, those are your prompts.
I don't know.
All right. All right. That's it. That's it. We're out. See you later.